I never knew that
You
was a
gotta-
Bigfoot sign.
Well, they
Trees
bend
pushing
them
it.
over, right, Jeremiah, to kind of point sometimes direction or markers, or they'll kind of
So
snap them over into
yeah,
these
some
A's.
people hold that you know, they will make tree structures, or
Right.
they will actually have a sort of language by the way that you see saplings like formed in an X or bent over,
Yeah.
things of that nature.
Like a marker.
There's quite a few people that hold that. Yeah.
Let me ask your opinion on something real quick. We were in
All right.
Sequoia National Park, my wife and I and friends of ours 2 years
Ooh.
ago.
Okay.
And I know about the heat index you were talking about earlier. We were on Lake Havasu for like 3
It's
nights
crazy.
on a houseboat, and it was 118 degrees. And the coldest it got was like 100 at 6 a.m. But we're up in Sequoia National Park for 2 days. And I think it was on 2 days. I know it was on 1 day for sure. I heard a tree go down that if you're in Sequoias, and I don't know how big the tree was, but I could feel the ground shake.
Oh man.
And I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
okay, cool. And never thought anything of it. And not that I think Sasquatch is pushing those over, but again, that kind of like, even on the scale of proximity, if it's close to you and it's a 30, 40 foot tree, if it's got enough weight, especially if it's a live tree or, you know, something with some heft to it, I mean, even that's going to make an impact that you hear it and you might possibly feel it. Like, do you think it's a warning or hey, I'm here?
You know, that it's such an interesting thing to think about, because the tricky thing with Bigfoot is that we don't have the ability to talk to them and be like, okay, how are you
Right.
guys communicating?
Yeah.
But it's like,
Fair
if it's a
enough.
creature, creatures communicate in different ways. There has to be ways they're communicating. And
Right.
why isn't pushing over trees like that one of those ways? You know,
And
definitely
knocking.
people have heard rock clacking,
Mhm.
wood knocks. There's also, you know, a myriad of different vocalizations, you know, like the
Right.
Ohio howl, and who knows what those mean. You know?
Right.
Mhm.
So I think it very well could be some sort of you know, maybe a warning call. Maybe that's a way that, like, if you guys were in the area and they're like, hey, we just saw a human, this is the easy way for me to tell you I'm gonna push over a tree. I mean,
Yeah.
who knows?
Stay back.
Yeah.
Stay
Yes,
back.
stay back.
Over here, you're not welcome.
I think I'm
There's-
staying back. And for
uh,
both
this
reasons,
is
if
our-
I think it's a Sasquatch or not, a tree just fell over. Do I want to walk where a tree just, you know, maybe it's a kind of a double entendre of threats of maybe it's natural, maybe it's Bigfoot,
Yeah.
but maybe they're just also kind of trying to, obviously they don't like to be seen. So I'm just going to kind of warn you from a distance with a very long reach.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, or throw a boulder
And
at
that's
you, or
what
throw a
the-
big rock at you, or
Right. You hear the stories.
Exactly.
Of the rocks.
yeah.
Like up in the Pacific Northwest, like the Olympic Project specifically, like, you know, the area with the nests up there, the Bigfoot nests, like they would find areas where, you know, it's almost like they would have sentries up on the ridges that could see the nests. And I believe it was Shane Corson found like some rocks that could be used for clacking together. And who knows, like, if that's a way
Wow.
that, like, you know, one of the sentries is warning the others if a human gets in the
Right.
area. And, you know, like, how smart are these creatures? We don't know.
Right.
But
Sounds like a rock falling off the side of the cliff on another rock, or, you know, a very nondescript noise, unless you know the cadence and, you know,
Right.
Overall, what do I want to say, strength of that clap, and kind of are tuned
Absolutely.
into that, you know,
Right.
language.
Yeah,
Thank you for
absolutely.
answering that.
I feel like they're more human than they are animal for sure. I mean, some of those vocalizations, it really does sound like a language and like some sort of,
Oh, yeah.
almost Japanese.
Oh, the
and-
samurai sounding.
yeah.
Yeah, chuntering, as one lady describes it on the Sasquatch. I love the Sasquatch Chronicles. I don't know if you ever listen to them, Jeremiah, if you've ever heard him. But his intro with
Yeah.
the little British woman, they were chuntering away.
Yeah.
My wife gets a kick out of that every time. I love it. God, it's so funny. But yeah, that's a very unique clip of audio to hear if you've gone, oh, yeah, I've heard the hoops and whatever. And then you
Right.
go, what is that?